4 years of experience up on the city council, about 35 years of experience and as a resident of Killeen. I served 7.5 years on the Planning and Zoning Commission. I've been numerous other committees within the city. I'm well versed and well knowledgeable of how the city operates now. I think it's important that the best qualified individual would have instant knowledge as we go right after election in the most important responsibility the council has, and that is to look over and approve a balanced budget. It's a very complex procedure of a $230 million budget. I've handled large budgets before. We balanced the last 3 years of the budget. I don't believe any of the other candidates can match that qualification at this time. I don't have a learning curve to get to. I'm ready to continue to work immediately for the citizens. And I've only missed 3 meetings in 4 years. One of those was hospitalized and 2 of them were for funerals. I'm dedicated to the city of Killeen. I'm 100% retired. My responsibilities are to my Lord, my family, and my citizens. I'm a servant. I'm not a politician. I don't aspire to any higher positions. Never ran for any, nor do I intend to. The number one issue in my mind is our retention of our first responders. That can come in many aspects. So I think first of all we have to work with the city manager, the staff, and the council, which I have proven record to doing that for the last 3 years. And we've got to get to the root of the problem. There's many aspects. We need to identify what are the factors for retention. It's not all about pay. It's about benefits. It's about call-outs. It's about quality of life for the responder and their families. Second is a strong economic development. We have short-term, we have long-term goals. The short-term goals, my number one priority is the Mounted Warfare Museum. That $10 million to start before we start completion on phase 1. We're at $8 million now. So we're just about to turn that pattern. That is anywhere from 2.5 miles from the center of downtown. That's our economic development growth pattern for the downtown area. It'll be a destination place for people to visit. It's estimated it's anywhere from 150 to 200,000 people annually will visit that museum. And approximately 80% of those will be outside of the Central Texas Hill Country area. They will need restaurants, they will need hotels, they will need rental cars, they will be purchasing power for us, which will allow us to grow our downtown. It will provide the type of destination that we need for people to come visit, and then they'll return. And the last of my priorities is to increase the youth, teen, and senior citizens' activities. We need to ID or identify what are their desires and their needs, and in some cases go to the wants of what are they interested in. We don't need to build centers for people to interested in what I was interested in 50 years ago. We need to be high-tech with what we're doing. We also need to take advantage of their talents and skills and what they want to hone in on. Same way that I have done for the last 4 years. I monitor the revenue intake, the spending intake. All the council does on a monthly basis. We get a advantage to go online, just like all citizens do. We look at what's tracking, what we anticipated spending, and what we have spent, what our anticipated revenues, and what we actually got, where there are shortfalls or overspending in each one of those. And on a quarterly basis, we get a complete briefing by the city. By monitoring that, I don't micromanage it, I just monitor to see what trends are going to be, so that I can use that to talk to the city manager and talk to my fellow council members to see if our policies are being, the largest responsibility for a council member is not to run this city. I think entry-level council members think that, oh, good, I can go in here and I can tell people what to do. We have a city manager. We pay him very well. We have a deputy city manager. We pay him very well. We have a whole chain line of excellent, talented employees. We let them do their jobs. We establish the policies and the guidelines and the ordinances for the city employees to operate into, and for the citizens to also obey and operate within our ordinances. That's the role of the council.